Hueco Tanks has become a popular destination for rock climbers and also for its unique history.
Many years back, I made my first trip out here. I fell in love with not only the scenery, but also the climbing and the culture based around all the history that's here in Hueco Tanks. And it keeps me coming back each year.
A group of rock climbers prepare early in the morning to spend the whole day rock climbing and exploring Hueco Tanks till dusk.
Why don't we start on the spur? We can do a warm-up in like either the beehives or it's not a bad day.
They take their bouldering mats, walk to a popular climbing site, and prepare their shoes and chalk to start their sport. Hueco Tanks doesn't just offer rock climbing activities, but also a history that has been there for about 10,000 years.
In the late 1990s, restrictions were imposed to keep humans from impeding the thriving natural ecosystem of Hueco Tanks. But all over the park are these amazing artifacts from what we think of as modern times. You know, we think of artifacts, we think of shards of pottery, arrowheads, rock art, things from civilizations in the past that are hard to imagine. But in Hueco, we also respect the more recent human history and the more recent human uses of Hueco Tanks, with ancient rusting beer cans, soda tabs, smashed glass, graffiti, things that in another environment might be considered like an eyesore or be considered pollution or litter. In Hueco Tanks, we sort of honor that part of our history as humans with respect as well. It's not just that something's 1,000 years old that makes it interesting. Hueco Tanks has been special to people for so long, for so many reasons. People, families partying, people drinking in the 1980s is just as important a use of Hueco Tanks as it was for the, native people who hid out here from enemies. It's interesting to think of ourselves as being part of that continuum, part of that legacy of humanity hanging out at Hueco Tanks.
This is Elizabeth Amara reporting for Borderzine.